My name is Sara Nicholson. I am the founder of Therapy, and I've been playing disc golf since 2005.
6 years?
Playing for 9 years.
For about a year and a half.
However long I've known my husband.
This is clearly a profession. Yeah, let's go 15 years.
For 6 to 9 months now.
Just about 3 years now.
Almost 4 years now.
Since 2011.
25 years.
Since 1986.
2 years.
We have been around, we started in 2013. Actually, the Magnolia Open was the first women's only event that I ran in 2011, so I modeled Throw Pink after the Magnolia Open because we just brought a bunch of women together. It was a ton of fun. We raised money for charity, and I thought we could do more than just one weekend a year.
Initially, it was a friend who knew I played ultimate frisbee, so invited me to come disc, and my first experience was a mess, but it was still addicting. Like, I got to figure this sport out now. About a year in, I got a new driver, a DX Beast, and I threw it, and it just did this awesome S-turn and faded back, and that feeling was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this again.
We have 120 women, 30 teams at the event this year. We have women ranging in ages from 11 to 65 plus, coming from 11 different states. We have United States champions, amateur world champions, junior, masters, and FPO world champions. We have movers and shakers, league directors, women's business owners. We're really making history here, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Throw Pink Women's Team Championship driven by Innova Champion Discs. This is a Throw Pink event. We are Ace1 Productions bringing you this coverage. I'm Felix.
And I'm Conrad.
Conrad, we're going to do something a little bit different than what we normally do and comes to be expected from this channel. Let's talk about what they're going to see.
Well, what they will see is North Cove Disc Golf River Run course, but we're going to do things a little differently with this being a team championship, as well as showing some highlights from the event that we normally don't get to feature. Starting off with hole 1 on River Run, it is a par 3, 219 feet. We do have this out of bound bunker that is in play. There is a creek over to the left of that runs the entire length of the hole that is also out of play, but it's really just a simple putter shot up toward this tree, hydrating out, finishing by the basket. You might actually want to give it an ace run.
We're gonna sing a song to y'all. Y'all ready? We're ready. California oranges, Texas cactus. We think your team needs a little practice.
Getting the fun started early here.
So blessed to play with you guys again. That's so cool, man.
I'll come back to my team.
Start things off here. This is Team Discy Business. Smoothing out a hyzer. So this format is a women's 4-person team on each side. You've got an odd and even pairing. So the initial 2 people here are throwing their drives and they're playing best shot doubles. Then the other team, the odd or the even team, will be the one responsible for the putts. If they do not complete the hole, then once again, the 2 that were driving will take over from there.
That didn't sound confusing at all.
Nah, you'll get the hang of it as you watch it here, as we watch the 2018 World Champion Paige Shue putting a beautiful move on that disc.
I wonder what she threw.
I believe it was a judge.
Oh.
So there you see the third member of Discy Business.
And the fourth member puts it in.
Yes, Sandy making the putt there to secure the birdie for Discy Business.
Sandy is part of the even pairing for her team, which means that she will start on the even holes as we watch the other team tap in a birdie as well, the Queen City Slingers.
Big thank you to our Patreon community for supporting coverage like this. Head on over to patreon.com/AceRunPro to become a Patreon supporter today. Qualify for monthly and quarterly giveaways. Get exclusive and early access starting at $3 a month.
Hole 2 is a par 3 coming in at 250 feet. It is slightly uphill. We'll see the drone footage was taken a little bit before the actual event. These leaves will have a little bit of foliage on them, so it gives you a little bit more to have to dodge as you come into this rocky green.
All right, so I'll start by asking you.
Okay, sorry. My name is Sara Cunningham, and I've been playing since 2007, so that's about 15 years? Yeah, let's go 15 years. What makes disc golf fun for me? I mean, it's obviously a social game for me. You know, if I didn't have these friends to play with, I almost never play around by myself. Maybe I should practice. That would probably make me a better person. But there is no enjoyment for me in going out and playing a solo round. You know, I want to play with my buddies back home or my women from afar that I get to see just a couple times a year, and that's what makes it so special.
Sorry, let's go. No.
Let's go!
Saw a little snippet there from Sara Cunningham, a former FPO world champion. She is part of Team P and the Whiskey Discs. That's hard to say.
I want to say she's a predominantly forehand player.
Well, she put that well inside the circle there, navigating that rocky green beautifully. Whoa!
A nice one put inside the circle there.
And Lisa Ward there with the tap in for her team, securing the birdie and 2 birdies on hole 2.
Oh, there's a CTP on the line.
There is, so they're measuring it out. Heading back to action on our main card here. Little tree tickle, but
it's up there. We'll have a look at a putt.
Sandy here, who was putting on the previous hole, as you mentioned, teeing off on this hole. Putting a little high left.
Yep. Both of them will still have a look, so they'll be able to choose the best.
Sneaking just inside of that tree, and that rock is about 35 to 38 feet or so. It's gonna beat that tree up.
Oh, man. Almost threw it. Almost went through the wide in the tree. That would have been a great shot. Again, you can see there's a little bit more foliage on the trees than in the drone video. Oh, off the top band. Almost hits it up.
And Courtney McCoy, a multiple-time Masters world champion. There are an incredible amount of major titles represented in this event. I think somewhere in the high 20s just on this card alone, between amateur, masters, worlds, grandmasters, championships, United States titles. Just saw Rachel Hinson missing there, and Paige.
Just off the nubs on the right.
Right-hand side there. Driving for the Queen City Slingers was the mother-daughter duo of Debbie and Victoria Scott.
All day long.
And Mandy here, who had the first drive. Very difficult par putt there to close out the hole.
So both teams walking off with a par there, still tied at 1 under.
We approach hole 3, a par 3 coming in at 174 feet with an elevated basket. Really, the green itself is the tricky part here. There are rocks to help possibly slow your disc or propel it even further away from the basket. But this will just be a putter shot on hyzer or a forehand putter approach disc, trying to stay as close as you can to this basket without being too close and then having a weird putt at it.
My name is Sierra Buford. This might be my first Throw Pink event. I think so. Yeah. I think disc golf is why I'm here, but really I get to hang out with all my girlfriends and meet new friends and support people, and the community is just amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, so I think especially for juniors, junior parents, I would say find a women's league or find a Throw Pink event near you, because both of those are very welcoming and they're women only. And something that really pushed me into the game and really has kept me is the women. And when you're playing with women, it's more familiar than when you're just at a random league at your local course with a bunch of guys that you don't know. So finding those women's only events or those women's only leagues is really going to be helpful to get any newer person into the game and to keep them as well.
You were just talking about the rocks. That rock definitely helped that stay put.
Yes, that was Lisa Ward with a beautiful shot. A lefty flick here.
Mm-hmm.
In position, and there's Sierra Buford, who we just saw, part of Team Hucking Fooligans. She plays a big part in the Atlanta women's disc golf scene. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and check out the documentary from this event to get a tremendous insight on what this event was all about. So many great interviews. We are humbled to be able to bring you that part of history that took place during this weekend.
Both those teams taking a bird there, which is not common on this hole.
Oh boy.
Just because of the difficulty.
Let's see if Courtney can pick up her partner here. Ooh.
Well, that one definitely stayed closer.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lefty here.
Mm-hmm. Rachel Hinson here going lefty backhand into the hillside.
And it checks up. Okay. Slightly scary putt, but we'll see.
This is that Saki slammer here for Paige Shue.
That's ideally where you want to be.
Mandy with a long uphill look here.
Ooh.
It sat down though.
It's like shooting a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's deceiving, like you see how uphill it is, but when you're there, it's even more uphill.
Mm-hmm.
And another birdie for the Queen City Slingers, putting them 2 down so far through 3.
Yeah, you definitely want to be closer to a normal height with the basket versus being down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Wait, Pam. Is it right there? Yeah. It might be too close to be makeable.
Some veteran leadership there as Courtney having her team elect to take the putt that was slightly further away so that they wouldn't have that weird hook shot putt from the bottom.
More of a normal putting stroke than a basketball stroke. Hole 4 is a par 3, 237 feet, winding through the woods. Again, the drone footage is going to look a little different than the hole actually plays for these ladies, but you just basically want to throw something out that's moving ever so slightly to the left, not too hard, and landing just about here. You may not make it all the way to the green, but you want to be able to have a good clean look for the bird. That's moving to the right, but maybe a little bit too much. She may have gotten through there clean.
We'll have to wait and see. There's a clumping of trees towards the end of that corridor.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like it was going
similar direction.
Yeah.
Oh, that is early out of the hand there on the left side.
There is water if you get all the way through there, but I don't think she made it far enough down.
Oh, I think they're going to be in similar spots there.
Yeah. Well, she's actually in a slight opening there. So they have a little bit more options as far as how to get out. Oh, but she went into the other clump, the other bunker, basically.
Yeah, so now let's see if Courtney going with the forehand roller and just stayed straight.
Yeah, so the better of those previous shots got caught up a little bit.
Perfect.
But that is what you want to do for your team. Put them under the basket, give a green light for a run. And that is what Paige did.
Hear the humming of the transformer box right by the green here. Good punch out there.
See if that gives the green light for some type of run.
Oh.
And it did.
So a couple of pretty easy cleanups coming up here for these two teams. Fortunate bogey there, bringing Discy business back to even.
And a par for the Queen City Slingers.
Hole 5 is a par 3 at 206 feet. It is not the distance, but the accuracy that can get you. There's a double mandatory through these two trees here. It is essentially a putter or a mid-range, if you feel more comfortable, straight up the gut here into this rocky green to try to secure your birdie look.
Luckily, the green does act as some sort of a backstop since it is an upslope and not a downslope.
Puring the gap there and getting a friendly kick.
Look at that.
Gives Paige the green light here to get a little more aggressive. Judge away.
Wow.
Beautiful. Wow.
Wow, yeah, she really did run that. She's past it.
Oh my goodness. Excellent shot. That filters to about 15 feet.
So we have another green light for some type of run.
Didn't quite flip up like Courtney wanted there.
Yeah.
Because if my driver had pulled left and I landed behind those trees, that's even worse. So I was like, no. But I still almost did. Yeah. The tree helped. Yeah.
Oh, right line just short. Each team does have a designated captain as well. Oh, another one just short.
Yeah, you'll see them. They'll have an armband or sometimes it's around their leg with the C on it. They had a beautiful captain's photo at the beginning of the round as Mandy gets yelled at. She almost
Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up.
Fantastic birdie there. And a par there for the Queen City Slingers. It's really great to see on Paige's team specifically, there was such a difference in range for how long they had been playing. And that happens a lot with these different teams going on at this event. That's one of the things that makes it beautiful.
Get it. Oh.
Good bit.
Thanks.
Come on, Pure, let's do it.
Get it. Oh my goodness.
Right line. It's a tad bit higher. All right, hole 6 is a par 3, 367 feet. It does play downhill, but you have this massive body of water, or at least that's how it feels. That is just before the green. So we'll see most teams opt to lay up and then approach to walk away with an easy par versus running it and risking losing a disc as well as possibly losing a stroke.
Pretty common play there. Just make it out of the opening and out into the middle of the grass. She's trying to get across.
Yep, goes right in. And confirming. Nope. Yep. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Nope. So that was down.
It's where it first came to rest.
Beautiful, easy putter shot right up the middle.
Ooh, all right, that checks up.
Mother-daughter both safe and dry. Pam with a nice approach.
That was just so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Get it closer, Courtney.
If Courtney McCoy looks familiar and you've seen our channel before, you probably saw her wiping the floor with us in a doubles battle where she teamed up with Callie McMoran and was making putts from everywhere.
Oh, that one gets ricocheted into the water, and that water is so murky and just unforgiving that
no.
Most of the time they go in, you're not going to find them. That one's close to the edge. She might get that back, but the other ones, they're going to have to send divers in for those.
Stick. Okay. Right. That Saki slammer again.
Trying to determine if that's in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't step behind it. It was water, unfortunately.
Yay, that's my girl. That's my girl. Well done, Tori.
And Victoria dropping in the putt there for the par.
Quite nice. We're trying to get him in, not out. Well
You can just hear other cheering in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mandy.
As you saw from the beginning video piece that we had, there's 120 women out here. And they were all having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up to hole 7, a par 3, 320 feet. This is one of the more challenging holes distance-wise, and now with these trees having some foliage, it also presents more of a blockage coming into this green. The idea here is to push something on hyzer. You can also attempt something on forehand, pushing left to right, but you're just trying to make either this gap here that the drone is flying through or one slightly to the right or left to bring yourself up and into the green and give yourself a look for the 2.
Hell yeah, Pam.
Pam pushing this to the right.
Yeah, get in.
All right.
All right, there's at the mouth. All right. That's the putt. See what Courtney wants to do here.
I believe that's a turn here for Courtney. Get off of that. Stick.
Okay.
It's a look as well.
Yep.
Rachel going right at that opening. This looks fantastic.
Let's get some play.
Right to the mouth as well.
All right. I did flip up and stay.
Just a little too much hyzer there out of the hand for Paige, but maybe they have a look there. Yeah, it looks like they elected to take hers.
Yeah. Probably a cleaner look.
Okay.
That CTP marker that's right there, it was the card in front of them that I was following for a second, but I stopped following on this hole.
And then they threw a great shot.
Yes.
Ooh, a little long there. Somewhere under all that greenery. Here's a pink disc.
Oh.
Little short there.
Courtney drops in for the par for Discy business.
Rachel will do the same for the Queen City Slingers, wrapping up hole 7. A 1-stroke lead so far.
Hole 8 is a par 4. You need to get out of this skinny gap before you reach or deal with the other 455 feet of this hole. Once you're out here in the open, you have to choose which lane you want to go through as far as getting to the green. There is an OB creek that is in the middle of the fairway, running from left to right, and it's marked. Once you get past that, it's as simple as putting in your putt. Have a little bonus footage here from MJ. Her dad's giving her a little bit of caddy advice.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
I didn't mention that MJ is 11. That was an awesome shot.
She is the 2021 Junior World Champion. And the 10-year-old women's or girls distance world record holder. An incredible talent. She's sponsored by Innova Champion Discs, and she has an incredibly bright future ahead of her in this sport. Again, if you watch the documentary, you'll get to learn a little bit more about MJ and her story.
Thank you.
Both of them getting out of the gap cleanly and finding themselves in a position where they can play safely to the green.
Yeah, Sandy Gast really pushing that out for her team. Victoria pushing it out to the left-hand side, leaving her mom with the green light to push something a little bit straighter. And she does just that.
Ooh, does it get through?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it fell down. And that OB is at the top of that hill. It doesn't go all the way down to the water on this side.
Putting a little bit of pressure here on Paige to get through with the judge and land safely.
What pressure?
I think she's done with pressure.
Maybe once.
Maybe once or twice.
Ooh, wow.
That, I believe that may have made it through. We'll have to check there.
It should have made it over to the other side, but that was really low.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Now that definitely did.
Is that Paige's?
No, that's mine probably.
Oh, that's good.
I see orange and white.
Oh, you see two up there?
Yeah, can you grab that?
There you go. They are indeed safe on the other side. Another good putt there for Victoria.
We have a star frame there.
Yeah, Sandy Reineke there making the putt.
The second star frame for the front 9.
Brings us to hole 9, 254 feet. A bit of a unique hole here. Anything landing before this cart path here is inbounds. However, once you cross this cart path, you are out of bounds unless you are safely inside the bunker. So strategy comes into play here between laying up short and then having your partner go for it on the second shot if you are safe.
Hi,
Can you tell me your name, please?
MJ.
MJ, how long have you been playing disc golf?
2 years. It was right on my birthday, so it was the end of the line, and there was so much pressure going into that because all my friends were standing around watching, and I threw it, and my dad started yelling, "Oh my gosh, that's it, that's it!" And then we measured it, and I was so happy because it was just so close, and if I didn't get it, then I wouldn't hold it, so.
Sounds like what I would be yelling. And here she is. Her team has laid up short, and she's trying to get them on the island green here. Oh boy. Turn on in.
Ooh, where's your land? Did it land?
That is a
Got
green
the green
flag.
Yes. Oh, she hangs that out a little bit too far left, and there is no sand over there.
That has gone out of bounds. Courtney McCoy here trying to... Is she going to play it safe? Nope, she's going right for it.
She's going for it.
Settle.
And
inbounds. Clutch shot there for Courtney.
Oh no, I'm
Oh.
in bounds.
Yep, she is in bounds.
You are in bounds. You're in bounds.
That's a good attitude.
Leaving it up to Paige. Shue here. A couple of discs in her hand.
She's going with the white one.
She's going with the judge. Go, go, go.
Ooh, there's not a lot of room over there. Oh!
Did it hop in?
Come on, spotter. Come on, spotter.
All right.
Mandy lining up a putt here. Just inside.
Ooh, and just low. Low and to the right a little bit. It's a little intimidating if you're thinking about everything that you see green being out of bounds.
Mm-hmm. It's maybe 15 feet past the basket is out of bounds. Just about. Get it.
Oh.
No. Just missing there, and you can see Paige has marked the CTP. I don't know if anybody beat that throughout the day. That's pretty close.
That's a hard one to beat.
Yeah. Courtney. A nerve-wracking putt there for Courtney McCoy, but she comes on through.
Come on, give me some of that. Right here, right here.
All right, that wraps up the front nine here from this first round of the Throw Pink Women's Team Championship. We've got more footage from multiple cards, more interviews, more action, more fun coming your way on the back nine of this event. Make sure to check it out. Check us out on our social media. We are at Ace Run Pro on Instagram, Twitter, and Ace Run Productions on Facebook. A big thank you to Sara Nicholson and the entire Throw Pink staff for having us out for this event. We're excited to bring you so much content from this.
And thank you to our Patreon supporters that help make coverage like this possible.